The treasure of calera. One day, two men decided to go to an old house in search of a treasure buried since the time of the revolution. The two men from calera, who had been told the location of the gold by an old man from this municipality in the state of Zacatecas, set out on the adventure. Both men did not have a single peso or a tool to find the longed-for treasure, so they began to dig with their hands, taking advantage of the rainy season and the soft ground. After 3 days of continuous wear and tear on their hands to remove the earth, the two men found a gold coin for each, which filled the seekers of wealth with joy. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel, like the video of them. Happy with the feat, without wasting time, went to a restaurant to buy the best food, bought the best clothes and the most fashionable cell phone, since his gold coin had an approximate value of 50,000 pesos. The other prospector, however, took things easy, but cheap food for 15 days, as well as picks, shovels, and a wheelbarrow. After 15 days, the first man, who had given himself a few days of being rich, returned home in search of more wealth to continue living comfortably. It is worth mentioning that he returned with nothing and had to continue his search with his hands. Meanwhile, the second man used the tools he had bought. It was not long before both men found riches again. This time, it was 3 gold coins for the man who dug with his hands, while the one who used tools found 10 coins. As it happened at the beginning, the first man left to live a rich life, but this time for 2 months. Instead, the second man bought a backhoe and the land where the old house was, where they were finding that treasure. After a while, the man who gave himself a rich life, every time he found some coins, returned to the place to get a surprise that he did not expect. The land had been bought by the other man, and there was a sign at the entrance that read, "Do not trespass, private property." The man who spent his first coin on shovels and picks and then bought a backhoe and the land, did not take long to find an impossible to quantify treasure. Thus, he was able to live his entire life in the comfort that most people dream of. Is wealth a matter of luck? It is not always like that. Often people capable of building an empire have the secret of perseverance, prudence, and intelligence. One of the men, instead of wasting his wealth, reinvested it until he had enough to be able to live comfortably, not for a few weeks or months, but for life. Meanwhile, the other man continued his life, complaining about his poverty and the bad luck that accompanied him.